Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Blue Lotus Tarot here, and in today's reading we are going to talk about the 3 things that you may need to expect or be made aware of in love during the month of January 2022. So, oh my goodness, I cannot believe we are already, going into 2022, but I hope you guys had a great holiday season and a great New Year's as well if you're watching this after 2021. So I went ahead and I just got our 3 main things to talk about off camera, so I have them here. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick energy check-in, and then after that we'll go ahead and get some tarot and clarify, why these 3 main things showed up as what you may need to expect or be made aware of. So thank you guys so much for joining me here in today's video. I hope you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you're seeing this, and let's go ahead and jump right in. Alrighty, so I have this archetype oracle deck. We're just gonna go ahead and give 2 shuffles to get your energy check-in. So this could be your energy throughout the month of January, or this could be your person's energy throughout the month of January. But also, please only take what resonates and only apply it for how it resonates with your situation. So I may be describing an energy that is yours, but you may feel that it really applies for somebody like a family member, a friend, coworker. So again, however it applies with your situation. All right, so the energy or the vibe we have. Oh my goodness, and we have dilettante or dilettante. I don't know how exactly to say it, but I say dilettante or dilettante, so we'll go with that. Ooh, oh my gosh, and at the bottom of the deck we have Messiah. All right, so I think that's pretty powerful, but let's go ahead and talk about this first card. So it says the light attributes are delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Okay, so with this card, I do feel like the energy, the last time I got this card in a reading, I was very much pulled to the image in the middle of this card. So if you can see this woman, she looks like she has kind of multiple arms that are doing multiple things. So this does kind of make me feel like multitasking or just having a lot on your plate. So, I know we're talking about love and everything, but just regardless for energy, maybe you have a lot of things going on that you're trying to multitask with, or maybe this person does. Maybe this person or you has a lot of responsibilities or different chores or hobbies, passions, things like that. Because especially if somebody has multiple streams of income, then that can be pretty, you're having to multitask throughout the day between, touching on or taking action on each of those different streams of income. So that can be pretty, overwhelming or having to do multiple things at once type of thing. But also because there is, there's painting, reading, it looks like a mixing bowl, so maybe cooking or baking as well, plants. So yeah, how it says delights in the arts. So I feel like maybe either you or this person is very creative, or maybe just in January you're gonna be feeling pretty creative. So maybe you're gonna feel creative with how you take somebody out on a date, maybe you're gonna be thinking of different ways, that kind of make you stand out to, people that you might be trying to get to know and things like that. So, but also with this alerts to becoming superficial. So yeah, maybe some of you guys are also going to be taking it slowing things down a little bit, or because since the holidays are basically over, then it's not there's so much of a focus on the 3D or material things or objects. So because of Christmas and different holidays, it's it's kind of expected, that you're going to be receiving gifts and buying gifts, so that's a lot of material focus, but this is more okay, now that that's over with, you can kind of put that to the side, and maybe you're thinking of doing more minimal things, or budgeting more, or doing different things. So I just feel maybe it was for a little bit you could have been focusing on your 3D or material world, but it's now you're focusing on different aspects of that, or maybe that's this person. So I think that's beautiful, or I think that's definitely a beautiful energy to be in. So let's just go ahead and set that here. And at the bottom of the deck, we did have Messiah, so light attribute, serving humanity with humility. So yeah, like all I really want to say with this is like how I was saying, instead of focusing like on the 3D stuff, I am picking up on kind of more of like a spiritual vibe, or just showing gratitude, or just being more grateful for all that you have in general. And it's like maybe you're not asking for much, or you're not really asking for anything. It's like you're just using you're like using what you have in front of you and just making do with that, or being grateful for that, because like, yeah, you truly have everything you need already, and then anything else is like a bonus, or like, is it just wants or needs at that point, you know? So, but also because of how this brought up arts and stuff, and how this is like serving humanity, maybe this person, like how I said, with multiple income streams, maybe they have some sort of spiritual business or practice, or even if not, it's just a more creative like business or practice or something like that, where they have multiple streams, but it's also, it's like they still help their community or help humanity in some type of way. So that's the vibe that I'm picking up for in January. So let's go ahead and move into the first thing that you may need to expect or be made aware of. So we have this romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And we have don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yeah, okay, so what I'm really picking up with this is romantic feelings. It's like, yeah, I feel like maybe either you or your person, it's like you do have feelings for somebody, but it's like maybe there's some sort of situation like, it's like you're not really expressing how you truly feel about this person. Maybe it's directly to this person, or maybe you're hiding your feelings from like family members, friends, you know, whatever your situation. It's just like, I feel it's like you have these feelings, but for some reason you're either holding back or hiding them or not speaking them, because like this card right here talked a lot about being authentic and like being true to with how you feel and following your heart. And this is definitely telling you that, you know, your feelings are real and you should explore those feelings. But there's still some sort of like guilt or like something on like what you think you should do. So it's like kind of head over heart. Like I kind of feel like it's like you want a specific person that you feel is your perfect match, or you feel would be a great fit for you. But at the same time, like maybe there's something like, maybe you guys are different races, different ethnicities, cultures. Maybe your family doesn't like this person and gets like bad vibes from them. Maybe they have like a different religion. Maybe, you know, like I just feel that like there's something different about either you or this person, where it's like traditionally, conventionally, or like there's something that it's like you normally wouldn't be with this type of person, or like your family wouldn't accept this type of person. I don't know. It's like there's some sort of blockage that's preventing you from actually expressing your feelings, or like trusting how you feel even. Because maybe, I mean, for a small, you know, amount of you, maybe you are already in a connection or something, but it's like you feel like you have more deeper, more sincere feelings for like a third party or another person. And it's like maybe you're not even, you know, cheating or sneaking around with this third party or something, but it's just like, you know, that maybe you would get along better with this person than the one you're with. Like it really depends on your situation. So let's go ahead and clarify this now. But that's just the energy, or like the vibe that I'm picking up on, is that somebody does want to express how they feel, or that they do recognize they have feelings, but then it's just like there's something holding them back from expressing that, or taking action, or communicating. So let's see what the tarot has to say. right, just gonna get one more shuffle here, guys. Alrighty, please tell us about these romantic feelings. What is going on with this first thing to expect? Or that the, I wasn't ready for that. We're gonna redo that, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, well, thank you. Alright. So I had one that shot out here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so... Okay, guys, so to clarify these romantic feelings here, we have the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups, and then at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Empress as well. So I'm just going to leave this here. We'll talk about it because the Empress, so yeah, this is definitely the Empress here. This is divine feminine energy. So you don't have to be a female watching this to resonate with this. You can be a male or female and carry Empress energy. Each person has, you know, masculine and feminine energy to them. And it's just a matter of like the Empress showing up is just meaning you're more in your feminine energy. But the Empress, this is somebody who is very abundant, who's very nurturing, kind, righteous. They are charitable, noble. This is somebody, this could be a mother with how you can see, you know, she's clearly pregnant here, but this could just be like a mother. So somebody you may have kids with already, or maybe you just see this person as somebody like you want to have kids with. But this is somebody who would be a great mother if they aren't already. This could be somebody who wants to be a mother, you know, depending on your situation. But this is also when the Empress shows up, this person is all four queens combined into, like, they have evolved and learned the lessons of being all four queens, and they have evolved into the Empress. So this person is definitely a high standing person, and especially underneath we have, whoops. And especially underneath the Empress, we had the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is like, the Hierophant is somebody who's very traditional, conventional. It can also be somebody who's very religious. So again, we have religion coming up here. So yeah, that was something that I brought up earlier, that there could have been a difference with religion or something. So like maybe you're a little bit more traditional or conventional, or have, you know, more of like the beliefs from the past, or like a different time period, or it's like you're not as accepting to like what's, you know, what's, I guess, current right now and things. It's like you still think the same way, or it's like having outdated beliefs, but it's like not really. It's just maybe not seeing eye to eye, or just like I said, there could be a difference. But even then, so this person could be religious, or they could be spiritual, like I said, or they could be both. And if they're religious and spiritual, then that is a very powerful person. And I mean, that makes sense if they're an Empress as well. So, but anywho, so yeah, let's get back to these other two cards. But yeah, that's just, if you don't resonate with that Empress energy, then this could definitely be your person, or whoever you have feelings for, or this third party, again, however it resonates. But to clarify this, we do have the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. So the Three of Swords has to deal with, yeah, this is some sort of heartbreak, loss, grief, pain. It's like real heartbreak. It's like literally you can see it's like this heart is having to be sewn back together because they just experienced so much pain, or like at least a very traumatic experience. So, and especially with how it's three, this could be a third party, again, like how I mentioned earlier. But even with the Four of Cups, it's like, the Four of Cups is like, you can see this person, it's like they don't really care about like the options that are in front of them. It's like they have multiple options, but the one that's being gifted to them, it's like they don't even care about it. They don't see it. They're ignoring it. It's like they're rejecting it, basically. So it's, what I'm picking up from this is you could have either experienced some sort of painful, like, or trauma from a past relationship with this Three of Swords, which is causing you to reject like how you feel right now. Because maybe what I'm getting is like, maybe you felt about like a specific way about somebody in the past. Like, let's say you were in love with somebody, but that person broke your heart basically. And now it's like you haven't felt the same way about that past person until now, and it's like these feelings are coming back up, but you're rejecting them, or you're rejecting this new person because it's like maybe you're scared they're gonna hurt you in the same way. But it's like this person is an Empress. This person does not compare. So like they can't compete where they don't compare. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe what I'm picking up from this is like because of your past trauma or your past hurt, it's like you're not even giving this other person that you do have real feelings for a chance, because you're trying to protect yourself basically, and not, it's like you feel like if you protect yourself or if you reject this person, then there's no way for them to hurt you, you know? But even with the Three of Swords, another interpretation of it is, even though this heart is broken, it still revealed itself to the elements, which means it's healing, or it's, you know, it has healed, or it is healing, you know, however it resonates. But the point is that it's still exposed, it's still being vulnerable, it's still allowing itself to heal from the past pain. So I just kind of feel like it's like maybe you feel like, you know, it's just like you feel like you can't move towards this person because you don't want to experience that same pain or hurt again, and that's completely understandable. But it's also just like not every person is going to act like that. But if you feel like you keep attracting those same type of people in your life that keep hurting you in the same way, or like causing the same trauma, then that at that point, I feel like then it's kind of like some sort of, you know, childhood wound or some type of wound that you're not healing or taking care of, because you're having to learn the same type of lesson, but through different people. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling with this first thing. So I definitely feel like, yeah, follow your heart. And I know, especially if you have experienced some pain, it can be hard to put yourself out there or make yourself feel vulnerable again. But it's like, I just want you to know that this person is not like the people from your past, or this person isn't going to make you feel this Three of Swords. They're an Empress. They are hurt people, okay? And this Empress is not a hurt person. If they were a hurt person, they've healed themselves and they wouldn't hurt you in the same way. And again, if you do get hurt, then that means that there's still some sort of like, then truly that wasn't the person for you, or that clearly they weren't an Empress then, because they wouldn't have handled your heart that way. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something somebody needs to hear, and that is our first thing to expect or be made aware of for January. So let's go ahead and move into our second thing. So we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And then we have, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay, yeah, so I definitely feel like for some of you guys, this is definitely going to resonate for my single Pringles out there, okay? So I know you guys are definitely calling in your soulmate or your twin flame, your person, your other half, and I definitely feel like you guys have been taking the steps to manifest this, like how the card says, whether you've been praying for somebody that you know, who would be your perfect match, whether it's like affirming to yourself, like whether it's actually just telling yourself affirmations or listening to affirmation videos on YouTube, and even doing meditations on YouTube, or just meditating and visualizing what your life would be like with this person, or having that person in your life. Like all of those things are helping you manifest your soulmate, whether you realize it or not. And I feel like a lot of you guys are taking advantage of that if you haven't been already. But for others of you, with how like this card was talking about certain things happening, I feel like some of you guys have already, you know, met this soulmate or encountered this soulmate, but it's like something happened where maybe right now you're in separation from this person, but like you still know they're your soulmate. But you know, because you're in separation or because something has happened, it's like you're having to heal things. Or, you know, maybe you guys were separated, there was an interference. It's like something happened and it's like you're not able to be with this person right now, but you're still manifesting them, or you're still wishing for them, or you still see like coming into union with this person as wish fulfillment. So Let's see what might have happened. What can you tell me about this calling in your soulmate? What might have happened? Calling in your soulmate. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Yes, please. Okay. So we have Strength card here. Oop, you can't even see Strength card here at the bottom of the deck. But the cards that came out is, we have the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, and the Tower. So yeah, once I had the Seven of Cups came out, I automatically felt like what might have happened in the past is somebody had multiple options straight up, or they kept somebody as an option, and you know, that's basically what the interference was. Now again, that won't resonate for all of you, but the Seven of Cups is literally having multiple options, multiple paths, multiple choices, opportunities, things like that. It's like, because this person, they have 7 different cups, and under each cup is a different outcome or consequence, you know what I mean? So either you or this person could have had multiple options, and either they chose a different option and then realized that that wasn't really their soulmate, or, you know, like I said how earlier, even though it was with the first thing to expect and how I brought up a third party, this is still kind of being brought up in the second one, where like either a third party interfered and like, you know, they made themselves or presented themselves to be a better option, or, you know, whatever the case. But it's like somebody had multiple options, and instead of going within and figuring out who was like the right option for them, they just chose, and the Tower fell. So it's like, because they chose the wrong person, or the person that wasn't really their soulmate, the Tower fell, because that person was never really meant to be in their life, you know? So what I'm feeling from this is like, especially with the Seven of Cups too, it's like somebody could have felt confused about how they felt, or who they wanted, or who they felt was going to be the best match for them. So it's like, I kind of feel like how you can see how unsure this person is. So it's like, I kind of feel like somebody just blindly chose a choice or an option, or, you know, they didn't really think about it. They didn't go within and think about what would be the best choice for them. They just chose and went with it, and now they're like, either you or this person is suffering with this Tower because they invested time, money, energy into this false soulmate. And now it's like, now you're having to hold your strength. Exactly. Under the Strength is the Eight of Cups, which is walking away, having to have your strength and walk away from a situation because you were juggling multiple options, or this person was, they were juggling toxicity, and now they're in this Nine of Swords, stressed out. Oh my goodness. Nine of Wands, feeling like a wounded warrior and hoping for wish fulfillment, which is calling in their soulmate. Holy ish. Wow, you guys. Yeah, so this was all under, you know, the Strength card, but like the story just keeps going. Like, yeah, it's very clear. Again, this won't be everybody's story, but this is definitely like, maybe this is specifically somebody's story, but yeah. Yeah, so just to repeat one more time, guys, and, you know, get the message out again. I do feel like somebody is calling in their soulmate now, because in the past they didn't choose that person, that maybe they had a feeling that person was their soulmate and they still chose somebody else, or maybe they just weren't sure and didn't truly understand how they felt and they just chose, but somebody didn't really think about what the consequences or the outcome was going to be. They didn't go within. They didn't really think about things. And now, because they didn't do that, they're realizing that the person they chose is not really their soulmate. So now they're having to walk away and have the strength to walk away from that person that wasn't their soulmate, so that way they can truly call in their soulmate. And sorry, I just hit my my little tripod, so it kind of shook a little bit. But yeah, so wow, that's a little intense, guys. But Yeah, even with how this card says, though, through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So even with this tower, yeah, this tower was that turmoil, like something shocking was revealed or exposed, or what was never meant to work out fell, you know, it crumbled. And that was only because it was never meant to work out. So now it's like you're having to have the strength to actually focus on, you know, what you do want to build or how you do want to move forward. But through that, like, even then, like, even if you feel rejected or like there was something that you really had to like get your strength for, like through all of this, a blessing is still going to come your way, or a blessing is still going to come out of it. Because who knows, like with this, how this, we have the 8 for strength and the 8 of cups. So 8-8, you might be seeing angel number 888. But, and that could be a confirmation or synchronicity for you, but it's like having the strength to walk away and know that that wasn't the situation for you, that it wasn't meant to be. Having the strength to leave and walk away from that, that's also a blessing in itself, because you're choosing, or you're seeing how something isn't really for you, and you know that you don't deserve that. So you're not settling, you know, you're not choosing to just be like, okay, this is what it is. You're actually getting your strength to walk away and call in your soulmate, because you know you deserve better. And that's still beautiful. So despite all this turmoil, you are still calling in your soulmate, and you are still going to get the outcome, or at least something that you're wanting. There still is going to be some sort of good that comes out of that, and I hope you guys know that. So wow, that was definitely wasn't expecting, I guess, such a intense or kind of deep, maybe even a little specific of a thing to expect. But let's go ahead and move on to our last thing here, or the last thing you might be able to expect in January. And we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, and let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Wow, yeah, okay, so that's really beautiful. So what I do feel with this is, I just feel like for some of you guys, it's like, maybe you're already like in a talking stage with somebody, you know, and it's like you're trying to express and just come out and be like, yeah, I feel like I like you, I have these feelings for you. Or maybe even for some of you guys, like I'm picking up on like going public with your relationship, or like your status, or, you know, it's just expressing your love in any way that you express your love, whether it's asking somebody out, whether it's telling somebody you like them or you love them, whether it's, you know, getting engaged because that's a gesture, you know, any type of offer, basically. I feel communication, that type of thing, I feel is like what is being expressed, or like what is going to be revealed if it hasn't already been. But I just also feel like, yeah, with this, like, let there be closeness, it's like, and how there's these two, or this couple is close here. So I feel like it's like, yeah, maybe for some of you guys that are already in a commitment with somebody, it's like you can tell that your relationship or your bond is deepening, or reaching a new level of like intimacy, or just getting to know each other better, or like even learning new things about your person. Even if you've been with them for a while, it's like maybe you're learning a new fact or a new story, or like they tell you something that you never really knew, and you're just like, oh wow, like I thought I knew everything about this person, but like now you're learning something new that you still didn't know, you know, and it's still interesting, or it's still like fun. So let's see, let's clarify this. I just feel like, yeah, like especially if somebody's been holding back, like they're not going to be holding back anymore. They're wanting to come forward and express how they feel, or tell like what they're thinking, what's on their mind, things like that. So just getting this last shuffle here. All right, what can you tell me about expressing your love? What is the collective expressing their love to or about? Okay, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody's about to express that they've been working hard, I feel, for a connection or for somebody. I definitely feel like somebody's been putting in the work to, you know, come forward and especially, yeah, like express their love or say so, or come forward with an offer. Like, especially like how I said, if somebody's getting engaged, it's like this person has been working hard behind the scenes to make it happen or to make it be special. But the cards that came out, we have the Knight of Cups and the Hanged Man. So yeah, I feel like this is basically with how this Knight of Cups specifically, it's literally like somebody here with roses. They even have their hat off, you know, they have like a little picnic set up and everything. So this is really giving me like going on a date type of vibes. And it's like, you know, it's like, I'm kind of picturing in my mind like a scenario of, it's like somebody's date texting them that, you know, they're here or whatever. And then it's like the girl opens the door and looks outside. And then it's like this guy just standing out there or sitting out there leaned against the house or leaned whatever with flowers and like, you know, just that type of thing. Like, that's what I'm picking up on right now. Like, that's kind of like, you know, in those movies and stuff, like I'm picking up on like a scene from that. But at the same time, we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is usually somebody who's stuck or feeling stuck or is like just kind of not really moving. But it's also like somebody who might be trying to gain a new perspective or see a new perspective or see things from like a higher perspective, a different way from the other person's perspective. Like, it's something, but it's like the perspective they have now is keeping them stuck. And I feel like that's preventing them from actually expressing this love or making this offer or saying, you know, that they want to take you out or do something. So it's like there's something holding someone back from expressing this love and it's keeping them stuck. So let's see. But it's like it's keeping them stuck, but they're at the bottom of the deck. They're working hard. Maybe they're stuck on like the offer that they want to give, because the Knight of Cups, the Knights is like taking action. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups, it's like, it's not the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups where it's like somebody's truly in love, or they know they're in love with somebody, but it's like the Knight of Cups. I feel like it's like, yeah, somebody definitely has romantic feelings, like how with this first pile, it was like the feelings are real, but I don't know. It's like they're still stuck on taking action. Let's see. Please clarify. Okay. Well, I'm trying to clarify the Hanged Man, so let's see what came out. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so anytime we have two aces come out, that indicates like that is definitely a yes that's a yes from me. Okay, so I don't know, like if there's something, you know, you're trying to ask about or figure out, but it's definitely a yes. So that's definitely confirmation for somebody. But so yeah, it's like this Queen of Pentacles and this Ace of Pentacles. I definitely feel like somebody has like this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is the person you're interested in. Like if you resonate where you feel like you're stuck, then I feel like you do want to offer something to this Queen of Pentacles, which they have like that pentacle, or they have something that you want, or maybe you feel like you have something to offer to this person. But with this Temperance, it's like Temperance is balance, harmony. It's also a card for patience. So it's like maybe you've been patiently like waiting on this person or waiting for the right time to make an offer. Or so yeah, exactly. Maybe you feel like in January it's going to be like it's a yes, and you're going to feel like actually confident or more ready, or more like it's the right time to take action type of thing. Because especially like if it's a yes, like I feel like maybe you've also been holding back because you don't know if that person is going to say yes. So it's like you have that offer, but you haven't actually taken action on it, and you've been keeping yourself stuck and kind of stagnant because you don't know if that person would actually say yes. But somebody needs to know the answer is yes. And also maybe just have a little bit more patience, because it's like there's definitely an offer or something to offer, but it's just a matter of maybe it's not the right time at this, you know, at this current time, but you'll know when the right time to take action is. And especially with this Ace of Wands too, like somebody is definitely attracted, like how I said with that Knight of Cups. Like I don't feel like somebody's in love per se, but I definitely, like, somebody's already caught feelings, or they can tell they're catching feelings, or like there's some sort of, like, you know, the feelings are there, okay? So yeah, I definitely feel like with this, just have patience, trust that things are going to work out. The answer is yes. So when you feel like you're ready to take action and express your love, then go ahead and do that, because it is going to be something that works out for you, I feel. So, but always, you know, use your intuition and discernment. I don't want to sit here and tell you to do something and then you get mad because, you know, it didn't work out in the way, or, yeah, okay, yeah, no, yeah, do it, take action. Okay, never mind, scratch whatever I just said, because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. The Fool is taking a risk. The Fool is a risk taker. The Fool is somebody who takes a leap, like they're literally standing on the edge, or like living life by the edge, and they're ready to take this leap. It's like you can see they're holding on to this branch, but they trust that what they have, like with this crystal, they trust that where they're going is leading them in the right direction, and they're willing to take that risk. So yeah, the answer was yes, take that risk. Okay, wow, okay, yeah, so that's all I gotta say, guys. That was the third thing to expect or be made aware of during the month of January. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you guys so much for joining me here in today's video. I hope this reading did help to provide you with some sort of insight, clarity, awareness, or even some healing as well. And also, please just keep in mind that this is just the energies that I was picking up on at this time. So nothing is ever set in stone. Everyone has the free will to make decisions and choose their path. So again, this is just what I was picking up on right now. But as you make decisions, it could always change, okay? Thank you guys so much. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know if this was your story, or if one of these mini stories was your actual story. Yeah, let me know, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, take care.